Surfing the internet.
Oh, yes. Saturday night, Don Edwards, excellent job. You got most music radio, totally 70s. This is America's number one.
More music. Totally 70s. New York, Mr. 70s. On the Totally 70s Radio Network. Oh, DiMarco.
Oh, yes, the funkier the better. It's music radio, totally 70s, America's number one choice for the best music. Saturday night in the big town.
Music radio.
Right here on Totally 70s, it's 11:37. I know Rockin' Don Edwards actually jumped in the air chair earlier this evening. He got on a little bit earlier. I talked to him early this afternoon, letting him know that DJ Plasma was not going to be on the radio tonight. So here I am. You, me, and the music. And Don, fantastic job as always. And always nice conversating with you as well. I was hanging out earlier tonight, actually, at one of the local roller skating rinks. Donna wanted to go out and skate for a little while, so that's where I was. And as soon as I got in the door and let Don Edwards know I was ready to go, he stepped aside and let me step in. So, Don, thank you for that. Gang, we got music and more of it. Got to say hi to my buddy Joel out there in Peabody, Massachusetts. Wanted to hear some Journey. Of course, if the shirt fits, we wear it. Right, Joel? That's what we do. Also want to say hi to a couple of buds that I met up with at Skate Time tonight. Got to say hi to Joe and Ben and Natalie. If you're out there, this one is for you as well. Welcome, gang, to America's number one. Yeah.
The 70s sound. We're totally 70s.
All best sound around.
With the best music commercial free.
Commercial free is exactly what it is right here on Music Radio Totally 70. Tell you what we're going to do, too. We're going to open up those request lines in just a little while. If you want to abuse the heck out of me, we'll shoot that number over to you right now from the LP Escape. It's back to 1982. By request, here's Journey on 70s.
Just a small town girl.
Oh, yes, love it, I do. A rock and roll anthem, if I do say so, with Steve Perry and Journey right here on America's number one. You got it on 70s. Yep.
That's 70s guy.
That's me.
Mr. 70s. Totally 70s.
Oh, yes, certainly is. Partly cloudy, cold for the overnight, a low around 14, and that's cold. Tomorrow, cloudy skies. Chance of some snow by afternoon with a high near 32. Right now in New York, under mostly cloudy skies, 15 degrees. At America's number one choice, you've got it on Totally 70s. Oh, yes, there it is. Playing proof it does not have to be digital to sound fantastic. There's always a better song right here on Music Radio Totally 70s. It's America's number one. Just the good songs. And, hey, if you're new in town and checking out the station for the very first time, do stick around because one of your favorite songs is coming up in moments. Here's Michael Jackson.
Girl, close your eyes.
Music Radio Totally 70s gets on a bigger and better variety of your favorite songs all in a row and back to back. Mr. 70s on a Saturday night and Heart is in stereo.
Cold late nights so long ago when I was not so strong, you know. He's a magic man, yeah. Oh.
Music Radio Totally 70s.
Music Radio.
Ann and Nancy Wilson, it's Heart and Magic Man right here on America's number one choice. It's 5 minutes before midnight here at Totally 70s. Welcome aboard, gang. I see the crowd is just kind of rolling in the door. And thanks for joining us tonight on this late Saturday, early Sunday morning. Hey, I just got on the radio, so going to be here a little while. We got music, we got fun, and of course, we got a whole lot of requests. My friend Natalie out there in Accord, New York, we do have a slice of meatloaf for you. That's going to be coming up. Also, believe it or not, we're going to dig in to our album Extras, and we got some Led Zeppelin coming up by request. And anything you guys or gals would love to add to that list, just let me know about it. Matter of fact, you can let me know in the chat room now, and we'll even open up those request lines coming up too. It's all part of what we do here at 70s. So, gang, as we tell you time and time again, stick around. One of your favorite songs is coming right up.
Hey everybody, it's Blake the Kid Richards along with Fast Bobby Torres reminding you to join us each and every Tuesday afternoon from 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll include 2 tunes for your 2 for Tuesday, be seeing what's going on this day in rock history, and maybe even a funny story or two from Fast Bobby's radio days. It all happens Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Totally 70s.
Music Radio.
snuck into your closet and raided the 45s. We tiptoed into your basement and pulled out all the old vinyl. Let's face it, this is the music that you love. And it's all here and better than it. This is the Total 70s Radio Network.
Music Radio, Totally 70s.
Music Radio, Totally 70s, specializing in the songs you love that other radio stations refuse to play. And we've got thousands of great songs from the 70s and the 80s. So stick around as we play one great song after another. All right, Austin Folk, thanks for joining us tonight. And I know you love this record as much as I do. Here's El DeBarge and DeBarge on 70s.
On the streets, in everywhere.
America's #1 choice for better music on the World Wide Web. The Totally 70s Radio Network.
This is David Bowie.
This is Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
This is Lionel Richie. Flashback.
Totally 70s.
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why.
Music Radio, Totally 70s, America's #1 choice for better music. Billy Joel, the Piano Man, and Don't Ask Me Why. It's 10 minutes after midnight here on Totally 70s. Did I miss the top of the hour? I did, but don't ask me why. Got to say hi to my buddy Rockin' Ron out there in Schenectady, New York. Yeah, believe it or not, I did find your song. The only thing is being the experienced disc jockey that I am, I'm not so experienced after all because I don't know this song from John Waite. So I'll shut up and listen to it. Music Radio, Totally 70s. Vision Quest was movie music, and to think, you know what? I didn't even realize this. I have the soundtrack to that. I didn't even think to look there.
Music Radio.
I know what you're saying, Ron. What in the hell is wrong with me, right? It's 14 minutes after midnight on Totally 70s. Cloudy, cold for the overnight. Lows around 14. Tomorrow, cloudy skies. Got the chance of snow coming in by afternoon time. They're not saying quite how many inches or not inches we're going to be having. Highs around 32, and tomorrow night more snow and a low near 28. It's 15 degrees in New York with Simon and Garfunkel.
In my little town.
We've got so many great songs from the 70s and 80s that we had to knock a wall out just to fit them all in. This is Flashback with Mr. 70s.
Mr. 70s.
It happened one summer.
Music Radio, Totally 70s. You hear the song Only the Lonely an awful lot by the Motels on a lot of classic hit stations, but you don't really hear Suddenly Last Summer very often.
Music Radio.
Unless you're listening to Totally 70s, that is. It's 12:21 here on Music Radio. Thanks for joining us tonight. Looking here in the chat room, got a whole bunch of people that actually stopped by to say hi. First, got to say hi to Don Edwards up there on the top. Mr. VIP himself. Yeah, you still got that big tag there, and that's good. And Heine, you've got a VIP tag too, so that makes you special as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. Big J63 and a D, hello to you, and a DJ Hype in the house too, and a Homer 70s, Jammin' Joel out there. And yeah, Massachusetts is getting just as cold as New York, and we'll check that area weather coming up too. JP Rosa, well, lucky you for being in Cali, where the sun is almost always shining, and it never sees anything below about 60, right? Kirby Crazy, hello to you too, and Olympus Mods, Lisa the Rock and Roll Angel, Rockin' Ron up there in Schenectady, New York. I'm sure it's a little chilly up that way. Hank, hello to you, Studio 8A out there in Milford, Pennsylvania. Damn Computers in there as well, and hello to you, Night Owl, and Gira too, Old School Scooter, and Natalie, once again, thanks for stopping by and joining us and actually hanging out for the long haul Hall tonight. I see you're still in there. And WA2, hello to you as well. Thanks for joining us here on Totally 70s. I did catch a few of your requests. I may have missed a few of your requests too. So if I haven't gotten to them within the last 15 or 20 minutes, just keep on pestering me and keep on posting those requests. We'll get to as many as we possibly can. It's 12:23 at 70s, and we got more music coming up. You keep it right here.
All hits Totally 70s. Mr. 70s on the Totally 70s Radio Network. Oh, DiMarco. It's great. Excellent. Number 1.
Music Radio. Totally 70s is America's #1 choice for the best variety of your favorite songs. All right, Heine, I am looking around for that 10cc. In the meantime, got some Commodores here on Totally 70s.
Sail on down the line about half a mile or so.
Music Radio, Totally 70s, America's #1 choice, bringing back pop music radio as we knew it at its best. It's 12:32 here on Totally 70s, Sunday night. No, it's Sunday morning, Mr. 70s. I'll get this right sooner or later. Oh, I know what this is, though. Here's A Taste of Honey with Sukiyaki on 70s.
It's all because of you.
I love the way it ends, I do. Taste of Honey on Music Radio. Totally 70s, America's #1 choice for better music in Sukiyaki. It's 25 before 1. Jam and Joel out there in Massachusetts. A 2-ball screwball blue raspberry. That's good. You wanted me to try to say that 10 times fast to see if I was going to stumble on my tongue. And I almost did, too, right? Partly cloudy, cold for the overnight. Lows around 14 tomorrow. Going to be a cloudy day. Snow's going to start sometime by early afternoon time. They're saying about maybe a ½ inch of accumulation. If we keep our fingers crossed, maybe we won't even get that. Highs near 32 for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, more snow is on the way. Not saying how much we're going to get tomorrow night, so we'll just have to wait until Monday. But by the time we get up, especially if we sleep in, by the time Monday rolls along, they're saying rain, going to change over to maybe some sleet by afternoon time. Just going to be a real messy day for that ride into work and home from work on Monday with a high around 46. Right now it's 15 degrees at Totally 70s. Okay, Heine, Miss Kim, no good on the 10cc, not yet anyway. We might have one of our Totally 70s disc jockeys that's kind of on standby right now. And if they have a copy of that song, they're going to send it over to me. And unbeknownst to you, while I'm blowing my cover now, they may send it over, and if they do, I'll play it for you. I even looked at my 10cc albums, just don't have it. So if you want to maybe pick something else or wait around and see if one of the DJs is going to shoot it on over, I'll do my best to get it on. Joel, out there in Massachusetts, Charlie Dore's Pilot of the Airwaves. Actually, 2 different copies we have. We normally play the single version, and we have the LP, actually. I know what you're saying. How many people actually have the LP of Charlie Dore, being how the only hit she ever had was Pilot of the Airwaves? Well, we got it here on 70s. Yeah.
The 70s sound, we're Totally 70s. With the best musical weekend. Pilot of the Airwaves, here is my request. You don't have to play it, but I hope you'll do your best.
There's always a better song right here on Music Radio, Totally 70s. There it is, the LP version of Charlie Dore and Pilot of the Airwaves, taking you all the way back to the year 1980. Joel, that one's for you, and thanks for joining us tonight. It's 20 minutes before 1 o'clock here at the Totally 70s Radio Network. We're still digging around for people's requests, especially Kim's, and anybody else that wants to add to her list, just keep posting in the chat room, and I'll be sure to check it out. I'm looking here at the musical menu to decide on what I'm going to be doing next. I have a choice between actually 3 that I'm really leaning towards. One would be a song from Jefferson Starship, another one from the Electric Light Orchestra, and I'm actually thinking about maybe some Supertramp too. So I'll tell you what, out of those 3 groups, Starship, Styx, or Supertramp, whoever posts the artist in the chat room first that would rather hear one out of those 3, let me know about it. That'll be the next song coming up here in 70s in about 1 minute and 20 seconds.
The Totally 70s Radio Network, where weekends are special. 9 p.m., it's Mr. 70s with Friday Night Flashback. Join Paul with the big show that features great music, contests, prizes, live phone-in requests, and let's not forget about the weeknight spotlight at 11:30 p.m. Saturdays are special, too, with DJ Plasma and Plasma Jams from 6 to 10 p.m. Join Plasma for just about anything fun and a state-of-the-art studio that is second to none. And the fun doesn't stop there. At 10 p.m., it's a Super 70s Saturday night with Don Edwards, formerly of WCFL Radio in Chicago. Don's got the best rock, pop, and soul from that unforgettable era of music, the 70s. Sundays are always fun days at Totally 70s, beginning with Nick at noon. Join Nick Tangway for his special show featuring a mixed bag of music, some corny jokes, and some pretty hysterical train wrecks, too. Then at 3 o'clock, it's Casey Kasem's American Top 40. And finishing off the weekend is Glenn Mason's Retro Cafe at 7 p.m., featuring a whole lot of vinyl and a whole lot of 70s. Join Glenn for requests, dedications, and much more music. Weekends are really special at America's #1 choice, the Totally 70s Radio Network. Thanks for flipping us on and flipping the other guys off.
The best music on the best station. Totally 70s. Mr. 70s on the Totally 70s Radio Network. Oh, DiMarco.
Music Radio, Totally 70s. It was right around the tail end of their career. You really didn't hear much after that one, but they went out with a bang. That's a great record. And yes, Hank, a big WNBC record right there with Supertramp, and It's Raining Again. It's 12:47 on a Sunday morning in New York, and you've got America's #1 choice for better music. This is, and always will be, the Totally 70s Radio Network. The summertime of 1981, the LP was entitled The Long Distance Voyager. Here's the Moody Blues with The Voice on your 70s station.